almost at the end. This is what it looks like so far. This is the beginning of the round. I made 4 chains, then 4 treble crochets, so acts as a 5 treble crochet, then chain 5 treble crochets in one space. In the next space, 5 trebles, 5 chains, 5 trebles. In the next space, 5 trebles, 5 chains, 5 trebles. So keep doing the same pattern each and every space. So I have one more space to go. So here I made 5 trebles, 5 chains, 5 trebles. Then I'm going to make 5 trebles in the next space. One, two, three, 4, 5, and 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5 chains, I'm going to make 5 more trebles in the same space. Three, 4, 5. So I finished 5 trebles. So here I made 5 trebles, 5 chains, 5 trebles. Then I'm going to join this round with a slip stitch. So to join the round, I'm going to insert the hook in the 4th chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. So insert the hook in the 4th chain and make a slip stitch. So that completes the round. So this is how it looks. It's kind of big. To begin the next round, I'm going to make 2 slip stitches. So slip stitch here in the next chain. So this is the next chain. Insert the hook and slip stitch. 1, and in the next chain one more slip stitch. 2. So I made 2 slip stitches. So to skip these 2 trebles, so I'm going to skip chain 4 and 1 treble. So I'm going to make the same pattern here from the 3rd chain. So I'm going to make 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then in the next chain, on top of the next chain, I'm going to make a treble. So make a treble. One treble, make one more in the next chain. So this is the next chain. So on top of 3, first 2 I left first 2. Then on top of 3 trebles I made 3 trebles including chain 3. Then in the next chain 5 space I am going to make 2 more trebles. One, two. So that makes 5 trebles. So first I made chain 4, then 2 trebles. So in the space I made 2 trebles. On top of 3 chains I made 3 trebles. Altogether 5 trebles. Then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then in the same space I'm going to make 2 more trebles. One, two. So in the space I made, on top of these 3 I made 3. In the space I made 2 trebles, chain 5, 2 trebles in the space. Then on top of next 3 I'm going to make 3 trebles on top of each 3 trebles. So this is on top of the chain. Insert the chain and make a treble. One. This is the next chain. Insert and make a treble. 2. On top of the third chain, insert the hook and make a treble. So I made 5 trebles. So here in the space I made 2 trebles, 3 chains, 2 trebles. 2 trebles, 5 chains, 2 trebles. On top of each treble I made 3. This side also I made 3. So altogether 5 trebles, 5 chains, 5 trebles. So make 2 chains, 1, 2, then make 3 trebles on top of these 3. Leave first 2 chains, first 2 trebles, then on top of these 1, 2, 3, make 3 trebles. One, 2, 3. In the space make 2 more. So altogether I made 5 trebles. And chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, then make 2 more in the same space. One, two, and on top of these 3 make 3 more trebles on top of each chain. So this is 1, 2, 3. So this is how it looks. So this is I'm going to call this as a shell. So in the first shell, on top of first shell, this is where I started. I made 2 slip stitches here. Then I left 2 trebles here. On top of these 3 trebles I made 3, but this is chain 4 that acts as a treble. So on top of these 3 I made 3. In the 5 chain space I made 2 trebles, chain 5, 2 trebles. Then on top of these 3 I made 3 trebles. So that's the first shell. And then I made chain 2 and left 2 trebles in the next shell. So this is the second shell. I left 2 chains here. Then on top of 3 I made 3 trebles. Then in the chain 5 space I made 2 trebles, 5 chains, 2 trebles. Then this side I made 3 trebles on top of these 3. So this is the second shell. Then make 2 chains, then continue the same pattern on the next shell, on top of next shell. So continue doing the same pattern. I'll see you at the end. So almost at the end. This is what I did. This is the beginning of the round. I made 2 slip stitches, then 4 chains, left 2 chains here, 2 double crochets here, treble crochets. So I left 2 treble crochets. Then on top of 3 I made 3 treble crochets. I left 1, 2. On top of third one I made 4 chains. On top of fourth one I made 1 treble crochet. On top of fifth one I made 1 treble crochet. In the space I made 2 treble crochets, chain 5, 2 treble crochets. Then here on the first one I made 1 treble. Second one, on top of second one I made 1 treble. On top of third one I made 1 treble. Then I left fourth and fifth. Then I made 2 chains. Here I left 1 and 2 in the next shell. Then on top of these 3 I made 3. In the space I made 2 trebles, chain 5, 2 trebles. Then on top of 3 I made 3. So I made the same pattern on top of each and every shell. And one more thing to finish. I made 2 chains and I have 1 more shell to finish. I made 2 chains and I'm going to leave these two trebles of this shell, and I'm going to move on the next shell, and this is the next shell. I'm going to leave these 2 here, then I'm going to make 3 trebles on top of these 3. So I'm going to leave 1, 2 chains. Then on the third chain I'm going to make a treble. On the third one I'm going to make one more. On the fourth one I'm going to make one more. On the fifth one, see, on the third, fourth, fifth. So I made 3 trebles. Then I'm going to make 2 more in the space, chain 5 space. One, two, then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that makes 5 trebles here. Then in the same space I'm going to make 2 more trebles. One, two trebles. So on top of the first one I'm going to make treble. On top of second one I'm going to make one. On top of third I'm going to make one more. So here I made 5 trebles, 5 chains, 5 trebles. Then chain 2, 1, 2, and join the round with a slip stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So insert the hook in the 4th chain and make slip stitch. That completes the round. And this is how it looks. So to begin the next, this is going to be the last round, and this round is going to be exactly like the previous round but with a little bit modifications. So I'm going to make 2 slip stitches to skip 2 chains. 1, 2. So I made 2 slip stitches and skipping 2 chains, and on top of third chain I'm going to make chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and on top of fourth chain I'm going to make a treble. On top of 5th chain I'm going to make a treble. Then in the chain 5 space I'm going to make 2 trebles. One, two. So I made 5 trebles. So exactly like the previous round. Then chain 5, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make 2 more in the same space like previous round. 2 trebles. 1, 2. So I'm working on the first shell. So far I made 5 trebles here, 5 chains, 2 trebles here, and on top of the first 3 trebles make 3 trebles. So insert the hook in the first treble chain and make a treble. 1, top of the second treble make a treble, on top of third chain make a treble. So one shell is completed, and chain 2, 1, 2, then keep working the same pattern on top of the second shell. So this is the second shell. Skip these 2 chains and work on third chain. 1, 2, 3, and make 2 more. Then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then make 5 more in the same shell. This is the pattern. Skip 2 chains, make 4 chains, then on top of last 2 I made 2, then the chain 5 space I made 2 trebles, chain 5, 2 trebles, then on top of 3 I made 3, then chain 2 and keep doing the same pattern. I'll see you at the end. So I'm almost at the end. I have one more shell to finish. I made 2 chains and I'm going to show you. Make it. This is the next shell. So the next shell, leave first 2 chains and make a treble crochet on the third chain. On top of third treble crochet, 1, make 1 more on the fourth one, on top of fourth one, one treble on top of fifth one. So I got 3 in the space, in chain 5 space I'm going to make 2 more. One, 2. So altogether I made 5 treble crochets and chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to make 2 trebles in the same space, same chain 5 space. One, 2. Then in the after 2 trebles make third one on top of the first treble. In the same shell. Make 1 on top of second chain, second treble crochet chain. Make 1 more on top of fourth one, on top of third chain. So that completes. Then so this is what I have done so far. So this is the beginning of the round. I made 2 slip stitches, then chain 4, then on top of 4th one I made 1 treble, on top of 5th one I made 1 treble, in chain 5 space I made 2 trebles, chain 5, 2 trebles. Then on top of these 3 I made 3 trebles. So that's on top. This first shell is completed, and chain 2, and here I left these 2 chains, these 2 chains and these 2 chains. Then I made 2 chains here, and then on top of the second shell I made 5 trebles, chain 5, 5 trebles. So on top of first these 3 I made 3, 2 trebles, chain 5, 2 trebles. Then on top of these 3 trebles I made 3 trebles. So I continued the same pattern. So this is the last round. I'm going to make 2 chains, 1, 2, then make a slip stitch to complete this round. Make a slip stitch on top of 4th chain, so that completes the round, and this is how it looks so far. And thank you so much for watching this, and good luck on your doily.